See the last start there last week against Alabama, 5 innings and 6 Ks. So he's shown flashes of greatness, and we'll look to keep that going today.
0-2 to Cox. Lines this one towards right center field, and that will shoot the gap. Going to cut it off is Ty Head, and Cox, just like he did yesterday, starts off the game with a hit, this time a double though, and Canisius off to a good start in the first. 7 hits yesterday for Canisius, and that ball thrown into center field. Ty Head will pick it up, throws into third, but not in time. Cox will end up at third on the throwing error.
And kind of shift that momentum from working out of the full windup.
Slow roller off the mound, off the glove of Andrews, and into score will be Cox. And Canisius here for Glassford. That'll bring up J.C. Spinoza. Shortstop, ground ball right to Nixon. The flip to DeCrisio, and the double play. Retires Glassford and Spinoza now 2-way. Down in Jacksonville, chopper to the left side. DeCrisio backhands it. And a good toss over to McHugh to retire the side. 3-0. Misses inside. A 4-pitch walk to DeCrisio. Starts off the Wolfpack in the first. Pretty good patience there by number 8. Hitting .306 on the year. Puts the bunt down first base side. Brings in the first baseman Cisco, and not a play. Great bunt by Luke Nixon. Now 2 on, nobody out in the first.
Fantastic bunt.
He swings and lines one towards left center field. That will get to the gap and against the wall. DeCrisio will score. Nixon at third. He'll be waved in. And the throw is got to be cut off at third base. 2-run double for Chris McHugh. And the Wolfpack goes in front 2-1 in the first.
Despite being down in the count 2-1 to a very good NC State hitter. And there it is again, getting the strikeout. Till he will be the biggest thing here.
1 out for Braden Fraseman. Grounds ball to the second baseman, Caden Miller. Throws over in time. McHugh will go to third. On the second out for NC State here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up now Josh Hogue.
Gap after an injury.
Another breaking ball there. He just destroyed left-handed pitching a year ago and sends that one into center, and a sliding attempt by Silliman gets by him. He went left, the ball went right, and scooted right by him. And takes down low now. First 2 on for NC State in the second.
But
Ty Head puts the bunt down. Morin will throw wide and not in time. So the base is loaded for NC State on the bunt by Ty Head.
Throw.
Leadoff batter Justin DeCrisio flies one to center field. Silliman underneath it, makes the grab. Runners will tag all around the lot. Go to second, not in time, as Lamphere comes in to score from third.
Those base runners in.
3-2 pitch. Popped up into shallow center. Tough play. Silliman charging in, dives, and cannot come up with it. Runners had to hold up for a second, but Jaros comes in to score. It's now 4-1 NC State on the bloop single from Luke Nixon. And they throw to first, and they're going to try to get Nixon. Now they hold up, and first baseman Cisco.
Now he was able to move up and avoid an out as well.
There's a liner into left field by McHugh. Continues his hot start. 2 runs are going to come around to score. 4 RBIs early on for Chris McHugh. And NC State has opened up this ball game.
Most of it.
First pitch swinging. Alex Sosa lifts one towards shallow left. Tough play, and it's overrun by Ronan Glassford, the left fielder, and he is not happy. 2-1 to count to Fraseman. Soft liner. Bobbled at second by Miller, but they're going to call Sosa safe at second or out. There's Josh Hogue taking off for second, and they throw down to home is in time as McHugh is thrown out.
Some velo up and really an opportunity to show his stuff.
Thomas Zarecki lines into right center field. That'll split right between Ty Head and Braden Fraseman. Leadoff double for Thomas Zarecki.
I would venture a guess to say maybe a low breaking ball or outside fastball.
Another breaking ball lifted into right. Frazeman circles around it to make the catch. Tagging is Zarecki, trying to go to third, and he'll make it.
Way to get him in the lineup. So, hey, why not throw him in the DH spot?
3-2, grounded up the box. DeCrisio on the run, throws over in time, and that will score Zarecki from third. Reaches for that one, grounds it to first. McHugh off the dirt. Sprint to the bag to retire the side.
The dynamic that creates, not only weather, but the travel.
Sharp line driving to right by Josh Hogue in NC State.
Has all kinds of success in him, so.
3-1. It was a really great social media piece also. Ground ball to first. Cisco will make the play as Hogue goes to third. The ball gets away from the catcher Zarecki, and in to score is Hogue. Jaros will go to third.
He's suggesting Nixon should wait and hit it towards Coach Hart at third base.
Underneath that one as Weeks camps under it in the shade. And he'll slide over to his right to make the catch.
I think I was presented with a few options.
2-2. Lined into left field, a base hit. That'll one hop the wall as Glassford goes to pick it up in the corner. Chris McHugh continuing just to swing a hot bat. Really good at bat for Sosa, fouling off a number of pitches. And takes that one inside.
That he's got the hands to be able to make contact on anything.
Ground ball to short. Spinoza to second for one. Throw to first is in time. Double play. The hitter's plans just weren't as tight as they needed to be as they slow roller back to the mound, and the pitcher.
Thinking about Omaha and the ACC and the presence that they have there.
Drew Lanphier gives it a ride and heading back towards the wall and not having to play is Silliman. Lanphier is the ground rule double. He'll have to go back to second. Work their way into maybe a regional it was.
Right.
And then once you get in there, lines this one towards left, and it'll one hop the wall, bounces away from Glassford. Lanphier will score. Right behind him, Jaros will get the windmill. Two-run double. Off the bat of Justin DeCrisio. And it's now 9-2 NC State. That is the 10th hit for NC State as Luke Nixon goes towards left center field. And going over to make the grab is Selman. Tagging up will be DeCrisio. And that was great hustle by DeCrisio. He
could be some off speed again.
And this one, a sharp single into left. All four of McHugh's hits have gone that way. And he'll score one more as DeCrisio comes in from third. Working on with Chris McHugh and spraying the ball all over the field. Ball lifted into center field by Alex Sosa. And right underneath it, Silliman to make the catch. 20 home runs, 105 RBIs. 0 for 3 today. He's hit by a pitch, and he'll reach first as a hitter during his career. First pitch swinging to Josh Hogue. Dribbler out to Miller. Makes the play. Frazeman will move up to second.
And not really in familiar territory.
Jaros ground ball off the bag into center field, a base hit. The fortuitous hop off the bag will allow Frazeman to come in to score. It's now 11-2 NC State. 3 strikeouts, no walks. The liner right up the box for Miller. And a sharp single for the Canisius second baseman.
Yeah, great piece of hitting.
Kelly, another look over at first, and they're going to pick off Caden Miller. One away here in the 8th.
Love the left-handed glove on a first baseman. Makes that such an easy tag.
Looping liner into center field. Good effort by Nixon, just couldn't get there. So single for Ryan Jones. Carson Kelly could not find it there against Selman. 2 on now. First pitch set for 1. Just missed away, and the bases now will be loaded. This one's lined into right center field. That'll fall in front of Ty Head. 1 run will score. They'll go base to base. Austin Fort will cut this one off at the mound. RBI for Glassford on March 14th against Virginia Tech. The ball gets away from the catcher, Lanphier, and a run will come in. as the throw over 12 times in game 2, 10 times in game 3, as Spinoza drives one deep into left, and that one is way out of here. 3-run home run for J.C. Spinoza. And it's a 5-run 8th inning.
I bet he wishes that pass ball didn't, or that
Right.
wild pitch didn't happen, so he'd have a great slam.
He can bring it, Chris Williams. There's a liner into left on the first pitch to Trent Rumley. And it's a double for Canisius. 2-2. Swing and a miss. That one thrown right by him.
The conditioning, it's not going to hit home unless you're changing your diet too.
So High will walk. Going back to look and see after. And now they throw away at first as Wimbish throws that one away, and Niles comes in to score. A 6-run 8th inning for Canisius. They made it a 3-run game.
We'll usually get the job done, and we'll see what he's got today.
Cade Miller pops up on the infield. Austin Fort calling for it. He makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. It's a lot of work, too.
It sure is.
Yep. There's a walk to Jones, lead off the 9th.
For Duden, but he's the guy that he knows he has the ball to try and close this game out.
High roller to third, and the throw not in time.
His strikeout pitch.
Bennett Cox gets one to left, up deep, and it is gone. Game tying home run of the 9th for Bennett Cox.
Talk about taking advantage of the moment. You mentioned their best hitter, and there is no doubt about it. This freshman has shown up in a huge way to start the season for Canisius, and here bringing his team back all the way from a 9-run deficit here in the 9th against an All-American and who has been rated the best relief pitcher in the country by D1 baseball. But what a way to step up.
That is the second straight home game where Jacob Duden has given up the lead in the 9th. And NC State's going to go back to their bullpen. They did it against Liberty.
They've done everything the right way.
Little slider there by Schaffner will retire Bremner.
Success that he did last year, and to struggle to start the year.
There's a liner to left, shoestring catch made out there under Schaffner. Fastball blows it right by Niles at 95. And very patient at bat for the freshman. And the winning run is on now in the bottom of the 9th. He squares to bunt, puts it down first base side. Throw to first in time. The winning run now goes to second. Great bunt by Hebner to move Ty Head up to second. 0-2. And it gets by the catcher Jones, and it's going to hit Nixon. The 2-1 roller into right by Osenfort. Ty Head getting the windmill. The throw in from high at the plate is going to be in time.
We're immediately seeing Chris Hart put his hands to his ears as if he wants a challenge. Ty Head having a similar reaction. See that last minute adjustment of watch Head's left hand. He goes sideways just slightly, picks his shoulder up a little bit. It's almost like we've got the catcher reaching a little bit as opposed to laying the tag down to prevent actual contact with home plate by Head.
And he's safe. That's the ball game. Matt Osenfort, game-winning RBI single. And Ty Head was sacrificed to second and scored on Matt Osenfort's game-winning RBI single. NC State wins it.